Okay guys, I'm standing back here where the perennial garden is going to be. If you've been following me and watching and liking the videos, you'll know that I talked about doing a perennial garden probably like I know the last 2 years, and this is our 4th year over here on this property. And we finally got started, so we've cleared that out and we've cleared this out. Now we're not done. As I stated in the earlier video about berries and grapes, we're in a heat wave, so it's hot. Yes, it's shaded back here, but it's not shaded up front. So we have to finish clearing out that. I think I'm going to clear it out to there, and then I'm going to clear out this area, and then I'm going to clear out this side here, just scrape it down, and then I'm going to put a bench out here and some flowers and that, and then that's it. So for this part, I already have it measured. All I need to do is just order the rock for drainage, because this area fills up with water. So I'm going to fill this area up with rock, and then after that I'm going to order and get my soil. But yeah, finally going to get started on that. These are some hostas that were growing vigorously up front. We just put them back here. So guys, I'm on the way to getting it done, so stay tuned to what's going to happen with the perennial garden. I've already bought a few plants for it, like the flowers and trees that I want, so we're going to talk about those. They're not looking the best right now. This is it says it's sapphire showers, and this is what it's supposed to look like. But I seriously think that someone at Home Depot put the wrong tag in. No shade to them, but I'm saying I think they're putting the wrong tag. Because when I first got this, it did have some purple flowers, but they didn't exactly look like that. But now all it's producing is these little orange berries. So the reason why I got this is because it says that it attracts hummingbirds. I obviously already bought it. I'm going to keep it, but it's not exactly doing what it's saying. So I really don't know what type of plant this is. Probably going to have to get a plant app. I am going to get a plant app put on this phone, then I'm going to upload it and find out what this is. These are dwarf cherry trees that I got from Gurney's. They're not looking hot right now. I'm suspecting they really want to go ahead and get in the soil, and they need to be fertilized really well. So next week, when we're out of this heat wave, I'm going to continue to work back here, because I don't want my plants that I've already purchased to die. Here's the other one. They're not dead because they're still bendy, and this one has some green little growth on it back there. But they are supposed to be small, but not this small. But yeah, they probably just want to go on the ground and need some fertilizer. Same thing with the currant. She has some green on her. She was doing really well. You see those little things there? Obviously some kind of little caterpillars on it. That's the little nasty poop. But she has her green leaves here, and I'm trying to prevent this, because this is what's happening. So hopefully she'll stop doing that. But she probably also wants to get in the ground as well. So I'm going to have a currant plant back here. I'm supposed to have at least 6 dwarf cherry trees. I might not go with 6 because they're not cheap. They're like, I think these were $60 a piece. So I only have 2 so far. Then I have this guy here, which I think is going to be, this tree is going to come down. He's going to have to cut this down. This tree is going to come down. We're going to have to remove that. The rest of the one that's sticking up there. I think I'm going to make this the entryway. But I'm also thinking about getting a climbing hydrangea. And guys, those are not cheap. They're 50 bucks at Home Depot. But I think I might get one because they smell great. And so I've gotten started. Only problem is he's got his drainage area coming through this way. Maybe it won't be a problem. So, but this has to come down, and then we have to finish scraping the rest of this down. So I'm going to go up to the front and show you guys what plants I got to go with it. But I don't know what you guys think. Like if I put the hummingbird tree there, the sapphire showers. That's what I'm going to call it because that's what it says. Although I think that that is wrong. I think I'm going to have that there. And then I'll figure out the entryway later to make it pretty. But for right now, I have to get done actually clearing the area. So we have gotten started. We're just not done. So we're going to take the long walk back up front. So we're going. Does anybody want to comment about my house? It looks like it's a little house. Yes, it is. Yes, it's a little house on the prairie. Absolutely. But it's doing what it needs to do. Okay, so walking up through here. Here's my lemon tree. I don't know if I'm going to put these guys in the perennial garden or not. And that's not a lemon tree. That's my orange tree. Tag is... I was going to show you the tag, but that's faded out. I've had this... this is his 3rd year with me. So that's my orange tree. Here's Palestina, my olive tree. Here's my lemon Meyer tree. And these are just peppers that need to go into the main garden. There's some peppers on them. And then this one, I don't need to zoom in. You can see those, I'm sure. So, yep, that's it. So, I'm going to walk up through here real quick. All right. I don't want you to see my porch, so I'm going to block that till I get up here. All right, here we go. So, right here we have the daylilies. We thought these were orange. My husband thought they were orange because when they fade, they turn this color, but they're yellow. I did want an orange one, but it's fine. These are the plants. I'm not going to go through and name them all yet. But these are the plants that I'm going to put in here. I know this one is the Chester Daisy that I'm going to put in. This is a pineapple sage that gets really big, guys, if you take care of it. Actually, I guess I could name the plants, even though I said I wouldn't because, I mean, I'm right here. Little Lace, Russian Sage. I got that. And you guys can see that. Jewel of Desert Topaz, ice plant. And it looks like that. And then there's another one. And then they should all have tags. Just right here, I got this for the bees. So, can you see that? Okay. Butterfly bush. But it's also a great bee attractor. And this is it right here. And see, this is why I need to carry up with that. See how that's dried out some? It's supposed to look like that. And I have one more little guy here. But I don't see his tag. I have this. And I have this guy here. And I don't see their tag. And those are the plants that I bought to go in the perennial garden. And I'm going to call it something different. I'm not going to put the name. I'm going to call it on here. Because I want to keep that original idea to myself. But basically it's going to be a perennial medicinal garden. So these are all the perennial flowers that are going to go in it for now. And then what I'm going to do is plant like the medicinal stuff, like the horehound and all that. I'm going to plant that and start that from seed myself. And then I have an apple tree up here. Again, don't need to see my porch, so hold up. Have that apple tree right back there. You see that little thing sticking up there? We can walk around to it. Not sure if you guys can see that. She is right over here with these berries. This is my honey crisp apple tree. She has some apples on it. She has 2 apples. She got one there and one there. But you can see she has the apple cedar rust because we have cedar trees out throughout the property. And I didn't know that cedar trees do this to apple trees before I actually bought these. So now I got to deal with it. But she's going to get moved to the back garden. So the garden is basically going to be a combination. The garden is going to be a combination of medicinal perennial and food forest. So that's the flow I'm going with. And I got the idea from Fairmount Park in Philly and Fairmount Park in Philly. That's where I got the idea from. That's what I'm going to do. So guys, I obviously have a lot more work to do, but we're not going to talk about the other things that I have to do. We're on here to talk about my perennial garden. We're done talking about my perennial garden. So you guys have a nice day.